everybody, it's your girl Tutu, and I am back with another video for you guys. Except this video is going to be a little bit different than my usual one. This one is going to be a segment called Girl Talk, where I have a bunch of my close, well, I don't have a bunch, I don't have a bunch of friends, but I'm going to have a few of my close friends and family members come in, and we're basically just going to talk about the past events that have been going on and what's going on in our life and stuff like that. So this is going to be the first episode, so welcome. Let's get right into it. We're literally just going to have a normal conversation, a discussion about what's been happening. As you guys know, this world is chaotic right now, and I have so much to say and get off my chest. So I felt like what better way than actually expressing how I feel. I'm going to introduce these, I guess you call it beautiful, these beautiful people, I guess. This is about time. I'm gonna introduce my friends, my gang. There you go. Gang, what's going on?
Y'all know me already.
Oh yeah.
Baby. Like, I'm Nonye.
Hi, Emilia. My name's Emilia.
Oh, because you're not gonna introduce yourself. You already introduced yourself. I'm Chichi.
We are going to talk about what has been happening these past couple of weeks, because this has just been, it's just really sad, and a lot is really it's just tiring. Like, I'm tired of being tired.
Honestly,
like, I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of always having to say something about, it's just always something every week, and it's just really draining. So we just decided to come together and talk about it. I just want a public disclaimer to be out there that this is just our perspectives, our views. We're not bashing anybody about what they're saying. This is just how we feel. So no negativity. We don't do no negative. I will also put that at the bottom of the screen. Thank you. But we're not gonna have no negativity down here. We don't do that over here.
No, ma'am. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Black girls rule.
We're gonna get into it right now. How you guys feeling? I
feel. Go ahead.
You're upset.
I'm upset.
I'm upset. I'm irritated.
Like, to be honest, I can't even watch the actual video. I
still haven't seen the whole
watched
thing.
it.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Like
the
the George Floyd video?
I haven't watched it.
It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
Just as well as the Ahmed
It's heartbreaking.
Arbery.
Was there a video for that?
Yeah, when they shot him.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I can't watch those
I
things.
can't watch it. It's just really, it's depressing. Like, it's always something new every week, and it's like, when is it gonna stop?
To be honest, it's not that hard. Like, it's not difficult to just stop killing black people. Like, I just don't understand. Like,
Well, you see, the thing is, they do it for like sport. Some racist people, well, you know, people that are killing people, they do this for sport.
First of
So,
all,
like-
I'm out. Why is Tracy gulping in my ear like that? She literally.
This shit is strong.
we really get into it, y'all. Please, if y'all not registered to vote for the current,
Yes! Vote!
Let me tell y'all, like, go out and vote. Like, this year, we actually might have the advantage this year. Please go out and vote.
Please go vote.
Go out and vote.
You guys already know what I be saying. Tell a friend to 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 tell your grandmother.
Registered to vote.
Like,
You are 18.
okay, then tell a friend. Tell your grandmother to tell all her friends that be playing bingo. Go out and vote. Y'all don't understand the importance of that. Like,
And it's funny because it's like a lot of people will be like, oh, our voice won't be heard anyway, or that's just bullshit, or it's just whatever. But that's what they want y'all to think. Like,
Right.
that's why we're in the situation
And you really have
now.
nothing to lose to vote.
Right.
this whole Blackout Tuesday thing, loud. If y'all follow me on social media, I did this whole, it wasn't a rant, I just had to voice my opinion and express how I felt, because I just felt like this, and let me say this, I wasn't informed, and I'm not one to ever, like, I will let you know if I wasn't informed, I would be like, somebody educate me or inform me about something. But I felt like this whole Blackout Tuesday, I didn't know what the point of the Blackout Tuesday was. So I went on social media and I was basically just asking like somebody to inform me and educate me about what it was and like what is the point, because I feel like it's people now, we don't have a real leader to lead us by example. We don't have anybody doing that. It's basically monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
You like, I woke up today on my timeline, it was all black. Half of the people, I feel like half of the people that
What's the history
posted.
behind that? What is that again?
Okay,
You know
so
what I heard though? No, I heard that came from like from up top white people to silence us and to post like it's a Black Lives Matter thing, but it's really not. It's a ploy to like
a setup
to
kind
dilute
of like,
out the hashtag.
Yeah.
To
so
like
you don't see
dilute
footage.
information and footage.
Yeah.
So when people actually need to go look for resources, it's just straight black. If you look up Black Lives Matter hashtag, you're gonna see a lot of black.
That's why everybody kept saying don't hashtag Black Lives Matter. I heard that too, but then I also, that's why I wanted somebody to educate me. The person said that I hope everyone knows this blackout is not for black people to become silent. This movement and day is to only post black content on black issues and black awareness and ways to help and support. This is not a day of silence. We get nowhere with silence. We are not here to be quiet and stuff like that. So basically,
Let me see, can I read one?
so basically they're saying that it's not because when I had posted my own, like I said, I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, I thought it was
I'm just like, okay, you guys just everybody log off, and that's what it meant. So I'm just like, okay, what is the point of doing that? That's basically silencing us when we need to be more about action and not just talking. I feel like people just chat too much and not really about it. And I feel like I said, monkey see, monkey do. You see somebody on the black screen and you decide to follow.
Where are our leaders?
Where are the leaders?
Like,
You get what I'm saying now?
They're killing them. That's what they are. They're killing them.
So this person that posted it, basically now I'm like, okay, it's not for us to be quiet. It's for us to recognize black people and everything that they're doing in this society.
And I think if anything, our money is power.
Yes.
So it's really like boycotting, stop buying from certain corporations. And
They
they
need
not
to get back.
doing
We need to
that.
buy our own.
And then these corporations really feeling the hit of that loss of money. Like that's what would, like I can see you put the black screen and attach it with something else like I'm done not buying shit for 24 hours.
Right,
Something like that.
right.
But like, you know, they said like black people in America put in like, what is it, 3 trillion into the economy every year? Don't fact check me on that, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So if we were to redistribute our money to black owned businesses, we don't need them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Because right now we're relying on them for a lot of resources. We don't need them.
So that whole hashtag the whole point just got me. But then when I actually read what this person said, I was like, okay, now I'm actually educated and I'm actually informed about what this was. It was basically just to recognize black entrepreneurs, black businesses, black creators and stuff like that. So shout out to black people. Black people in general, y'all are beautiful.
We are all
like that is just what it is. And I feel like we just need to come into unity and just like lift each other up and stuff like that. So shout out to y'all on that. I also wanted to ask you guys how you guys felt about this rioting and looting. I feel like a straight K.
Y'all,
Y'all
how I really feel? I feel like burn that shit to the ground.
Really?
We paying for it anyway.
I
Burn that shit to the ground.
I feel like
language.
I feel like we should. Okay. Because at first I was like, yeah, burn that shit. I don't give a fuck. Burn that shit. You know. And I was like, yeah, we're angry, like we're upset, like it's time for us to do this. It's time for us to show the world that we tried kneeling, they ain't like that shit. So now we got to do something, But now it's like, it's not just us. It's white supremacists that's here too. And it's like they're the ones that are actually doing these this shit. They're the ones that are burning these houses down.
True.
They're burning these, and then so now these people are looking at because the
like
blame is now we're getting blamed
You're
for
right.
it. So now it's just like damn, they're looking at the grain. So now I'm saying okay, we need to do something where we can show them that we can be peaceful, but we can also be loud.
Right.
No, but in general, it is us being peaceful. At the end of the day, although I do want them to burn shit down, black people are the ones being peaceful as a whole. It's the other people that are vandalizing.
Yeah, they
burning
took it as an advantage for them to bring us down.
And
that's
some
why
people are living out they're like, what's that word? They're like anarchy fantasy with this rioting thing. This is not a Batman film.
Yeah,
it's not a Joker film.
It's real life.
Like I'm all here for like protesting. I think it's okay to protest. You should definitely showcase how you feel,
especially in your own way.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm not here for the rioting and the
making noise
and the violence and all that because I don't think that solves anything. If you burn down a building, it will get built back up. I'm sorry.
A lot of people that built these buildings are black people. Like a lot of So it's like you're building down. You're burning down what you guys built. A lot of cities, like you have cities that were trash, and over the years. People have been, coming together building it, and cities like Minneapolis, and I get it. Like I get why everybody's upset. But at the same time, like y'all still have to live there. Like,
the reason why I am
Tracy about to hit us with her quote. She about to hit us with her quote.
The reason why I am for this burn it down, I don't care, is because like at the end of the day, the people that are investors, they're not usually black people. They're usually white people. You hit them where their money hurts. Burn their businesses down and then put your dollars into black businesses. Tell me how the business is not gonna suffer and we win. And that's how revolution happens. People gotta.
I think what's more important
these gotta be destroyed.
Is that people first educate themselves, know what change they want to happen, and think about what actions need to be done to make that happen.
True. That's why I said we don't have a leader,
and that's why let me. I want to
be on one accord.
Yeah. That's why I want to bring up Martin Luther King's quote.
She been waiting to say this quote the whole time. The whole entire day. Go ahead, Tracy.
The quote says, "Every man of humane convictions must decide on the protest that best suits his convictions, but we must all protest."
I like it. It's like do what you're comfortable doing.
So basically, like protesting, but say do it in your own way.
Do it in your own way.
Like basically, that's
don't
that's
sit
what
silent.
it is.
T.I. had posted something about a blackout in July, and he was basically saying the day of July 7th, if nobody spends, like if you don't spend money on nothing, it's gonna really hit them with the money. You know, one day of solidarity. In America, when not one black person in America spends $1, this includes African, Native Americans, Asian Americans, Hispanics, all people of color. Together we have $3.9 trillion in spending power. That's a long ass number, and I'm not gonna read it because I'm gonna embarrass myself. But it's a lot. It's a social security number basically. It's more than that. It's going to cost per day next time a person of color gets shot. So, how true do you guys think this is?
As far as what?
As far as like not spending for the whole day, and
it will hurt. It'll hurt.
With the Rosa Parks situation, they boycotted the whole system for I think it was a year.
Yeah,
and it put companies out of business. Mm-hmm. Like it really did.
They had to get money from the government.
They needed a bailout. Like it was serious. So at the end of the day, like for example, like if we stop buying Nike shoes, Jordans, Nike ain't gonna make no money. We do make up a large percent of people that purchase certain goods.
I like my Nike.
I think them where their money is will help the people in power realize.
Period.
Yeah,
that's at the end of the day, money talks.
That's the only way. You're right, and I just feel like going back. I'm going back to the whole like writing
thing. Ask the question: who are you fighting? Who are we fighting?
White supremacy.
But it's like
you get what I'm saying?
Corporation.
Yeah, because it's.
What do you mean?
Like you have these large corporations that also employ a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you have people that are making really good livings
off of that business,
and they are POCs as well. So I'm really trying to think, what is the big picture?
No matter what you do, people are going to suffer regardless. There are going to be casualties of war. This is war. There's going to be casualties of war. You know what I'm saying?
This ain't the real war. Yeah,
it ain't the real war. We on the brink of it. We on the brink of it, but people are gonna suffer. You know, so it's like, it's not just so. How do I say it? It's not like, okay, let me not do this because I'm gonna hurt more black people. I'm gonna hurt more people of color. More so of the fact like, yes, some of my people are gonna suffer, but will it serve the majority of my people? It has to be looked at like that. I feel like,
okay, I get what you're saying. That makes sense. So we also need to think of, okay, if you put these companies out of business, how are we going to help the people that are no longer employed? Exactly. What opportunities are we providing as people? And I feel like we have to look at the whole picture, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you do this, then what are you going to do? Then what are you going to do? There's so many components to it.
Yeah. I feel like that would just like cause like a whole like we gotta build up our own society from scratch again type of thing, you know?
That basically goes into the leadership position, like that whole topic. And like me, Nonye, and Tracy were having a conversation about this earlier, where I was like, we don't have a leader to lead by example. Yeah. Because you can't call Donald Trump, because he's not a leader. I don't know where Donald Trump is right now.
He's a devil.
I don't know where he is right now. And it's just like, where are the people that should be leading by example? Like, where's Al Sharpton? Where's Jesse Jackson? Where's somebody? Somebody, because that just goes back into my whole Blackout Tuesday thing. Like,
but you also have to realize there's people out there that are moving and doing things.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Don't forget about Morris. Remember the class of 2019 when each of the graduates
Morehouse.
Yeah,
and he cleared out all their loans.
That was something that wasn't happening.
it's not that they're not saying anything or they're not being like, you know, they're not like presenting themselves, but there's nothing being done. Like I just feel like we're being too quiet. Like
I don't think
everything that's going on. Like I feel like we're just being too quiet. Like we don't have.
It's not really a voice.
Yeah,
to
like,
really
it's not
voice like what is like we have people. Yes, you have
like,
T.I.
even if we don't have
even
all these no,
people,
but even these public figures like T.I. and Beyonce, like they're not our president. They're not our government.
Exactly. There's
So
only
like
so much they can do.
Right. So you know. We're supposed to have at least somebody that we can go to be like, hey, okay, this is going on. What's our next step? What are we supposed to do?
That's why we got to get into, you know, more.
This is why we need to vote.
Representatives,
We need to
Congress,
vote.
senators.
Like, we can change it.
Not
We can
only
change the
vote,
story.
but we need to run for those positions.
And we
Yes.
It's not just
Our
about
generation.
voting.
Yeah, that's
We need to be in those seats.
That was really like
We need to
I feel
have
like a lot of these
Yeah.
conversations
Yeah.
are not being held,
Yeah.
and I feel like a lot of these conversations are not being held because people are scared of how people are going to judge.
I'm not even gonna lie, like some years ago or months ago or whatever, you know, when this stuff was going on, it's not that I didn't care, but I was just like, oh well, this is America, like it happened.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
America.
I understand.
You know, like, and
I
so I never really was the type of person to speak up. Like I never was the type of person to really like, you know, try to motivate other people to get involved in it. But it's like enough is enough. Like this is happening because I'm quiet. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a part of this. You know, like it makes me feel like okay, this I'm a part of the reason too.
Also, I realized that with you,
She told us that she was about to study off. We about to kind of see how many times.
stop. There's a period where I was just like, you know what? Like to this day, I still cannot watch those police
Fuck! That's two, bro.
I still cannot watch these police brutality videos because it's just so traumatizing. Like,
Very.
it's not the fact I don't want to speak up or say anything. It's just very, very traumatizing. And then when I see those videos, I think about my brother, my uncle, my dad, and you literally see them in that victim's shoes, like you know, you know, trying to catch their breath or being shot in the back.
Yes. And what pisses me off is when people, when the white racist people talk about some all lives matter. Like that shit pisses me off so much. It's cause like, yo, that shit's bullshit. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't. Like,
I watched this video on TikTok that really put what you just said into.
What was it?
It was like
with the burning house.
Nah, but that sounds good too. You should share that after this one.
I heard TikTok being canceled.
Huh?
No, TikTok is. I like TikTok.
No, they fixed it though.
Canceled.
They fixed it though. They put
Like TikTok. Y'all should follow me on TikTok. Chichi.
Follow her on TikTok.
I should be very interested. But anyway, and they were talking about Black Lives Matter, you know, versus the All Lives Matter. And it was a white lady who actually made this video. And she was like, saying All Lives Matter is like, you go on a dinner, right? 5 people, all y'all go to dinner. Everybody gets a full plate of food. But Bob doesn't get a plate of food. And Bob goes, I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
I don't get a plate of food. And everybody's like, we're all hungry, Bob. But I don't have a plate of food. Bob, you get what I'm saying? It's just like, yeah, all lives matter. Duh. Like, we're not saying all lives don't matter.
So, like,
we're saying right now we need to focus on Black lives. Because Black lives are the ones that are in danger.
Yes.
Focus on Black lives.
Like an endangered species.
Because all
They
lives
trying to
matter.
stink our asses for real. They about to.
Period.
Are your non-POC friends saying anything? If y'all don't know what POC means,
White.
yeah.
Why the hell?
So, I'm gonna just say this, right? Because a lot of people are mistaking silence for non-action, and they're basing that silence off of whether or not somebody's posting on social media. I think just because a person isn't posting on social media does not mean that they're not out here actively fighting. Some people are playing the position where they can't fucking talk. A lot.
That's true.
I'm just being honest. A lot of people are playing their roles, and a lot of they just. It's not like just by their character, because some people just look at social media differently from everybody looks at social media differently.
Yeah. I know this one white woman, and she only dates black men. She loves the black girl aesthetic, the baby hairs, you know, the dressing, everything that we do, our hoops. She posts constantly. She's basically an influencer, as you would say.
Okay.
She posts constantly.
Culture.
I didn't say that. That's what she said. But hey. So, but when this whole thing happened, Pim. I didn't hear a thing from her. I didn't see a thing from her online. Until one day she saw me, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she want to post. Because you know I haven't been talking to you.
Facts.
And you said she always posts all the time.
She's an avid poster. She posts like 10 times a day.
That's kind of weird.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, like, and that comes down to like how people view social media. You view it as something like essential
But how
to
do
you.
you know how she feels about the issue? Does she talk about it
No, she doesn't talk about it
at all?
At all.
So she doesn't acknowledge it?
At all. She didn't even acknowledge it. So I was no. Yes, I am triggered.
Some people
I am triggered, and let me tell you why I'm triggered. I'm triggered because you walk around like, oh yeah, that's my girl, that's my friend, that's my girl, that's my friend. Oh, that's my homie. But then when something happens,
He's mute.
why aren't I still your homie? Why aren't I still your girl? What happened? I'm tired of talking about this.
It's like,
Honestly.
I'm tired of
It's a
this
repeated
shit
cycle.
being like, I'm tired. I don't even know how to express how tired I am because I feel like that won't even get you to understand how tired I am.
So with us being tired, I just want to ask, like, what do y'all propose that we can do to find it? Like, what is a solution? I know we talked about voting. I know we talked about, it starts with leadership. It starts with that, but it's like, what else can be done? Because we don't need this to be a repeated cycle. Because at this point, it's a repeated cycle. Because it's like, something always happens.
And that's when people are rioting.
Now we're talking about George Floyd. Whatever happened to the updates about the Ahmed boy? Like, what happened to him?
Breonna Taylor.
What's like, we're not knowing anything. Like, there's still real stuff happening in this world. Coronavirus, it's still here, bro. Like, you know, like, what can we do? Because just like, this is literally our life.
We literally have the power to change all of this.
What are we gonna do, Tracy?
We literally have the power to change all of it.
We do.
We just gotta do it together.
Yeah, she
We
said
do.
it.
Together.
I think it's about
No change can be done by one person alone. So we have to do it together. Like,
it's
there's
about a
no.
collective effort.
Yeah, we have
but
to.
also it's about, you know, be the change you want to see in the world. It starts with you, and of course do it collectively, but it does always start with you. Make sure that you are actively doing what you got to do to make sure that the world is the way that you want the world to be. You don't like who's in office? Make sure you know who's running.
Make
sure you register to vote.
If we are consistent about really making a change, this shit can be done.
Yes.
Like, it can't just be, we talk about it, we riot, we loot, we do all this stuff, and then we forget about it.
I feel like we really need to talk about what matters, because us staying quiet about it or us not knowing about it is dumbing us down.
Yeah,
this is real shit that's going on in the world. Like, they don't teach us this stuff.
It's because people don't. I feel like people don't want to talk about it because they're scared. Like I said, they're scared of the reaction that they're gonna get. They're scared of actually voice. And people are very intellectual. Black people are very, very smart, but it's just like they don't want to be seen as like, like they don't want to talk because they feel like somebody's gonna attack them. It shouldn't be like that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like,
that's because we play too much. One, we do play too much, and I love that we play. Don't get me wrong, but like we should also, in the same breath, be able to encourage one another and be like, "Go on, speak up."
Imagine if our generation, if our race, was in the White House or was in government. If our judges or our district attorneys, like, imagine if we had a majority black race.
Wait, would any of y'all be in politics?
I would.
I feel like if I had the support, I would definitely do it.
Let's talk about the Karens. First, it was Becky, the Karen, and the Roland Jennifer. So first, it was.
Can I start?
It was Karen. Okay, go ahead. Well, let me explain.
Okay,
it was Karen. What was her name? It was something Cooper. She was basically in Central Park, and she had her dog off the leash. And your dogs are not supposed to be off the leash when you're walking your dogs in Central Park. Long story short, some man, a black man, African American man, he confronted her and said, "Hey, ma'am, can you please," in a nice, respectful tone, was like, "Ma'am, can you please keep your dog on the leash?" She got mad. It was like, "Don't tell me what to do." Long story short, she called the police, lying and saying that a African American man was threatening her life and her dog's life. Meanwhile, while she's choking and yoking the shit out of that dog.
Right. So before we get into it, like the history of Karen, not the name per se, but the action. So like we know back in the day during like Jim Crow, white women were seen as very fragile, like the most fragile of humanity, and then black men, black women, yes, Yeah, Emmett Till, exactly. We're seen as barbaric and monstrous and strong. So when a white woman would blame something on a black person, whether it's black male, black female, but mostly black males, that's a weapon. So in this day and age, I mean, we know our history. They know their history. So when the Karens are calling the managers and calling the cops on people, they're doing that to put someone's life at risk.
Sorry, go ahead.
Just edit me out of the fucking I'm stuttering because I'm mad.
White people, if y'all gonna know how to lie, make sure y'all fucking are aware of your surroundings. That man had a fucking camera in that girl's face.
And he was so fine.
In that girl's face, yo. Come on, Karen. Come on.
Rolling Jennifer, that shit killed me. Like when I say I was on Twitter hollering, y'all,
Screaming.
till like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Same.
That shit was funny as
No,
like that shit was funny.
They took a fire extinguisher.
You talking about the rolling? I'm talking about the actual part.
I'm talking
I don't know how I feel about the rolling, Jennifer.
It was no.
You haven't seen everything.
Listen, it's because Tracy's just not watching it, so she doesn't know. But she first of all, she faked like she was handicapped. She wasn't handicapped. She was going around stabbing people for what? What are you stabbing black people for? You thought she was gonna roll your ass up the Target and think that your chair not gonna get flipped the fuck
And it was
over?
a white person that sprayed her ass. It was a white person.
He moved the black woman out of the way. This is what I'm talking about ally shit. He moved the black woman out of the way and got an air extinguisher and sprayed blasted her shit.
Then she gonna sit there and roll her ass back to the camera and talk about some.
Get my head on my neck, and they stabbed me, and they punched me in the face, and I don't know.
The EMT told me to go home. There's a post on Twitter when they were spraying her with their fire extinguisher and people were throwing stuff at her. People were throwing stuff at her. So you know how hip hop Harry been turned in? We're like, go, throwing shit, and that's all we going, go, and they're just flying at her.
That shit was literally like.
You just run on your body? Are you 5?
No, I was cheating on a test.
It's not. Yo, I was.
Edit that out.
All the way, actually. But
I can zoom in on Nonye's leg. Like, Nonye literally was writing all over her body. Like, she's like,
Nonye.
What?
I know, big itch. Y'all have anything else y'all want
I'm
to say?
sorry
before
for
we
my
wrap it up?
stuttering, guys.
I do. If you can't vote, encourage people around you to go and vote. Please register to vote. November 3rd. November 3rd is the day that we can change. This shit can be done with.
Vote.
Like, we can literally change this.
You can do anything.
And hopefully no other movement will, be used to overshadow what's going on right now. This is what's going on right now. Let's focus on this.
Yeah, we built this country, y'all. Let's take this shit back.
We built it and we could break it
Guys,
down.
support black-owned businesses. I make wigs. This right here. I should try to know. Follow me on TikTok.
We tried so hard to be serious.
No, I'm being dead ass.
But today is
I'm being dead ass.
Black Tuesday.
Support black businesses.
That's facts.
We have to buy black, guys. We have to buy black.
I just want to thank you guys
You're right.
for being on my first episode of Girl Talk.
Who run the world?
Girls who run the world. Girls who run this mother.
I can't even close out properly. Like, I can't even sign out properly.
All right, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Again, this is Tutu with the most views.
Thank you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to 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 tell your grandmother, boyfriend, okay? And make sure you guys go vote. And we out. Toodaloo.